When the clock strikes 12 and the black cats twitch, slip through the stacks with such a witch. Murder and moonlight, story so rich, a spellbound page in a villainous hitch. Ooh. Ghosts in the hall and a cauldron pitch. It's crime, it's through the sex, such a witch. Stay spooky, darling.
Yeah. Welcome back, you sexy witch, to Such a Witch, the podcast where we stir the cauldron of the creepy, the cursed, and the truly disturbing. My name is Nat, and my co-toast for this evening and every chaotic evening is...
Lindsay!
Lindsay!
And today, we're doing something a little bit different. We are diving into the terrifying, shadowy, controversial world of AI.
Oh my god, it's so fucking scary.
Apparently it is.
So there appears to be some divide between the eco-morality of using it. So we were recently criticised, yes, listeners, me and Lindsay, we were criticised for using it, which made us want to investigate it, look into it further. So is AI really as awful as people say?
So, buckle up, buttercups. AI is coming to get you. Right, witches, gather round. It's story time! Now, we want to give you a little bit of narrative about what's been going on and what brought this episode on. So we had this little encounter, shall we say, with some fellow podcasters, and we had extended the broomstick of friendship. They had a bit of an alternative vibe. They seemed cool. And we thought, oh, fabulous, kindred spirits. Let's be friends. Let's collaborate. Let's build a spooky girl empire. And then, plot twist, they shut us down. Because, wait for it, we use Gen AI in some of our content.
Oh my god. It's not even in a big way. We're not replacing any humans. We just did a bit of creative, witchy imaging shit. I mean, if you go onto our Instagram, we just love a bit of AI images where me and Lindsay are being dunked in the witching pool as witches and all this kind of stuff. And apparently that was enough for these podcasters to clutch their ethically sourced pearls. They were clutched. The pearls were clutched.
They were horrified.
They were.
I mean, which fair enough, AI does use energy. We get that. We're not pretending that it runs on fairy dust or good intentions. But here is the delicious irony, and this is what got up my vag hole because I was annoyed. These same people are uploading weekly on YouTube, in 4K by the way, posting on TikTok, and uploading Instagram Reels every day, which also has an environmental impact. The hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy.
So, it was given a bit of morally superior mean girl energy. You know the ones, don't you? So we politely told them that I think they were being a bit rude, actually, about their comments about our content, as we were just wanting to be friends, and that the use of social media platforms and streaming services that they use has as much as a carbon footprint as asking AI to make us look like witches at the Pendle Witch Trials. Doesn't it? And then suddenly we were summoned a demon from the depths of the algorithm. We want the world to end because we want some AI pictures of us.
Lindsay is very passionate about this, if you haven't already guessed.
I just muted myself in
then. Probably best, my friend.
I'm due on my period, sorry guys.
So we got eco-ghosted, quite frankly. Honestly, it's fine. It's fine. We wish them well. We are not horrible people, but the whole thing was just hilariously contradictory, and then we'd like to talk about it. So, because if we were wrong, then that's fine. We can admit when we're wrong and we apologise for it. But after doing some research, I don't think we are.
No, I don't either. I think they knew a little bit and then they decided that they were just going to use it to make themselves feel better. I don't know. Because if we're going to have a conversation about environmental impact, we need to talk about all of it, don't we? and how some people can be what they call greenwashed. So it's like there appears to be a lot of like cognitive dissonance where some people's actions don't always align with like their beliefs that they're trying to portray to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And are people actually educated enough on the subject to be sort of stirring up the shit? I don't know if they are.
I think it's very bold to kind of come online and judge people for their use of something when they probably don't fully understand it. And
No.
we don't fully understand it. We just kind of looked into it because we were judged on using it and thought, no, fuck this. Like, this can't be right. So, go on. I know you want to say
I was
something.
just going to say is that they did go on a bit of a rant and we were like, wow, this is a bit intense, about how it makes us not use our minds. It was a lot, wasn't it?
No. So AI isn't the only thing using energy also. So your phone, your laptop, the endless scrolling on TikTok, video uploads, they're all part of the same digital cauldron. So the internet, camera phones, mics, editing software, webcams, there's a whole list of things that it is kind of sucking the energy out of the world, so to speak. So uploading this content to multiple social media platforms, it all has an environmental impact, Hans.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what the point we were trying to make. I mean, if they don't want to use it, fine, I don't care. But I don't want to be judged for using it. And it was almost
Absolutely
like,
not.
We're not going to be your friend unless you do what we want.
like,
Well,
that didn't sit well with me. And I mean, I don't care. Don't be my mate. I don't give a shit. But like, it was they were trying to make us look bad. And I was like, that's not cool.
yeah,
We're
they
trying to
tried.
be nice.
I think you were right. I think it was kind of like they tried to make us look stupid
Silly.
or embarrass us. Or, I don't know. Like, it was just a comment that didn't need to be said, but we were only being nice and supportive.
Yeah. And they were very much on it's because, AI is destroying the planet narrative. And that was kind of being flung at us a little bit. So apparently by using a bit of Gen AI to help us organise our, chaotic goblin brains, we become like somehow the environmental antichrist according to them. I don't.
So actually, let's talk numbers.
So we had to do
because
some research because I did churn out some figures to them, but that didn't go down very well.
it did not go down well. Maths doesn't lie. Okay, so let's just say using AI for 1 hour, it uses around 90 grams of carbon dioxide. So that's the same as an hour of scrolling on Instagram. Literally identical. You could do either. So they're soulmates. They're carbon neutral besties. Yay! And TikTok, TikTok, you bitch. TikTok is the real fucker in this, okay? So 1 hour of TikTok pumps out 160 grams of CO2, and that's nearly double what AI uses. Double, as in 2, as in more than 1.
Yep, exactly. And then also like Netflix, apparently 55 grams an hour. YouTube, 46. So watching a single episode is greener than doom scrolling on TikTok. But that is still more than most AI queries. So more than us asking AI to make us look like...
Can you make me look spooky?
Make us into little spooky investigators.
I said to ChatGPT, can you make a series of pictures where me and Lindsay are being chased by a ghost in a haunted house? There you go.
No. Apparently that's naughty. That, uploading multiple reels and stuff onto social media and YouTube and everything, that's fine. So if someone's going to lecture us about the environment while filming these 4K YouTube videos and then posting the TikToks and the Instagrams, then maybe, just maybe, they should just sit this one out, because maths ain't mathing, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. So, okay, well, we're on it. Let's get into the pros, because honestly, AI has been a lifesaver for us as creators. Number one, accessibility. We both work full-time jobs. We research murders, hauntings, demons, spooky shit, historical shit, all this, and the occasional kind of cursed item. But AI actually helps us organize our notes, and it brainstorms ideas, and it speeds up admin. Can we just say, in order for the AI bot to work, you have to input information
you have to ask it exactly what you want.
into it.
And we're not idiots. We use this in our jobs.
It's new.
But we have jobs in the NHS that, not to blow our own trumpet, we have to use our brains quite a lot to look into things. And we have actually been encouraged by the NHS, who have a go greener attitude, and they have decided that AI is actually of benefit and time saving for everybody, and therefore using less resources by wasting time. It's better to have it than to not have it. And we use it almost daily in our day-to-day jobs. So for us and this, we use it in a similar way, don't we? And it's like having a little digital intern.
Yes, it literally is.
It doesn't need coffee breaks and it doesn't cry.
It will, we don't like to go into in our jobs at what we do at the moment, but like Lynn says, we do have to use our brains. We have to write a lot of reports, and AI actually helps us break down that data to better understand where we need to improve, what needs work. But we have to ask it. We have to prompt the questions. Can you summarize this? Can you do this? We
provide it with the data that we want it to look at.
It's not.
So, like we said. So number 2, what's number 2, Natalie?
So number 2 is creativity support. AI doesn't think for us. Like I just said, and it doesn't replace our ideas. So it just helps shape them. Like a spell book for witches. Okay, you still need the witch to cast the spell.
I like how you did that. I love that.
Thank you. And number 3, access for neurodivergent creators. So executive dysfunction, AI can help break tasks down. ADHD brain. Linz, do you want to take this one?
Because I've got a strong suspicion, I don't know if anybody else believes this, I think that I've got some undiagnosed ADHD. It might be very obvious to some of you out there, but sometimes I can't always focus, and sometimes tasks seem quite large, and it's hard to wrap your head around stuff that when it seems like such a massive task. It really does help break it down into little segments so you can, gather the bits that you actually need. Because it's hard going, isn't it? It's a tool.
It's a
like
tool.
A broomstick or a cauldron or a Ouija board. It's only as good or as chaotic as the witch using it.
Indeed.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't want to go on the rampage of bashing them. That they can do what they want or whatever. But it's more just the concerning point that they just so focus on the negatives of it.
Yeah.
Like, you did an interesting post the other day about how when new technology and new things come along, people automatically say how awful it's going to be. Like they were saying about TV was going to, ruin something. Like it's so true. Like everyone seems so against things until they realize how great it can be. I mean, of course there's downsides. Like social media, there's a downside to that, isn't there? It's only if you abuse it.
Absolutely. And this is the problem. Like I think people are scared of innovations and change and what it means for them and stuff like that. But the kind of I'm sorry, I'm going to blow our trumpet here, but we are new creators to this platform. We have only literally just started compared to a lot of other people.
What's it been, like 8-9 weeks?
Yeah,
We've
probably
not been doing it long.
Not long at all.
We're trying our best, guys.
We're trying our best. We're doing this because we enjoy it. We have a laugh. We love talking about ridiculous, silly shit and
weird stuff.
And we found people that enjoy listening and, doing the same thing. But we have to use what we can in order to do this. And to kind of have people refer to our stuff as slop, that was one of the things that was said in the response that we had, is really quite distasteful, in my opinion.
Cool, is it? Not cool.
Mean girl energy.
It really was. And it's funny because I wonder if they use, cars or go on aeroplanes or like all these other things, and ironically they're from America, which is probably one of the biggest fossil fuel burners of the world. It's
no
ironic,
offense, you other American prescribe.
I know, but they're not the ones slagging us off, are they? It's just I understand, and I get it. If they want to make themselves feel better by supporting some certain things, that's fine. We're not here to change anyone's opinions. You do whatever makes you feel good. Like they're probably vegan, but like sneak fucking ham in the kitchen, like just so they can say they're vegan. Like if you're vegan, great. Like I don't care. Do what you want. Great. If you want to eat meat, do what you want. So it's very much that sort of gives me that feel of like they're doing it just so they can say that they've got one up on somebody because they
Like
they don't like the fact that actually the facts don't add up.
Yeah, they don't. Like holier than thou kind of attitude was
Yeah,
not
don't-
appreciated.
No, don't
Everyone,
like that at all.
everyone does what they can to help the environment, and
But they're doing more. They're doing more than everyone else.
yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
But okay, let's talk about the cons then.
I mean,
Let's be
there
fair.
are cons, and AI can be misused. Like there's deep fakes, and like there's all the things about like posting people nude and whatever. We knew that initially, until these laws got put down, there was going to be things that are getting in the way, aren't there? There's going to be certain the law's got to be laid down, hasn't it? And people are going to try and abuse it, and you know. That's just the nature of the beast, isn't it?
Yes.
And there's plagiarism, you know, that's bad, and like AI to replace artists, also bad. I mean, you can never replace, you know, decent artists, but some of us are blessed graphic designers, and we need a bit of help. Like, give us a break.
Yes.
We're nurses. We're not graphic designers.
No,
you know?
we don't have the patience all the time to learn this kind of skill, and it's a skill. It takes years, I think, to kind of study graphic design and become a designer or an editor and all that kind of stuff. It's a skill I wish we could get. We just don't have the time, and I don't think either of us.
All the money to employ somebody to do it.
No,
you know?
we don't. One day, hopefully, we will, and we'll be able to pay that person and whatever. And we would love them forever for doing this amazing editing and creation for us. But
kiss them on the mouth at Christmas.
Whoa, that's a bit much, a bit rapey.
So we know that it can be misused, don't we? We need to just sort of run with the rough and the smooth. But I did say to Matt that, you know what, if I had AI or just generally the internet like we have now, my essays would have been bloody brilliant.
Can you imagine?
We had to go through all the way through high school and college and uni reading books. Do you remember going to the library and finding a research paper?
I will say 2 words to you, Lindsay. Harvard referencing.
Oh my God. We could literally... Can you imagine? I remember crying writing my dissertation. I could have just put in all that information and gone put that into Harvard referencing formation, and it would have done it for me.
Oh my God, I hated Harvard referencing.
It literally made me cry. I remember being like, oh my God, this has got to end.
It was soul destroying. So yes, I mean there's nothing taken out of kind of the person's brain, because that person's brain has sorted up all the answers they want to put into that document, but they just need AI just to make it a little bit kind of sharper.
Yeah.
And it reads better.
Enhancing it.
Yes, of course. We're not doing anything like that. We're not knocking off anyone's kind of else's work. We are literally just creating our own thing. We're just here generating entire episodes with us. And there's
we know what we want our episodes to be about, and we know how we're going to present it. Like,
yes,
where do they think this information comes from? It comes from Google. I bet they go on bloody Google and go, Google.
Google search engine, do you mean, Lindsay?
Yeah, Google search engine, and I bet they bloody use it. And that's exactly where it comes from.
We're not replacing human creativity. We love human creativity. We are creative people. We use AI to be creative. We're just enhancing ours. And we definitely, just to say, do not agree with AI taking over people's jobs. No.
Absolutely not. No way. And honestly, people that shout the loudest about AI being soulless are often the people that are churning out copies of other people's content, and that is definitely not a dig at these people.
No, definitely not a dig at these.
I would never do that.
So we're not going to start any online war. That's not why we're here. We should not be fighting with each other. We should be supporting each other. You know, the internet is big enough for everyone, ladies and gents. We're all trying to make cool stuff. We're all trying to survive the fucking algorithm, whatever that is. I think Lindsay's trying to crack it. Fucking hell, I don't know. And it just, you know, if AI helps someone create when they otherwise couldn't, that's a win in my book. We're just intrigued to see what they were saying was true. Was AI really as awful as that they were implying it to be?
It really did. Like, it made us think, that's for sure. But I definitely thought there was some hypocrisy going on there. You know, I was like, it doesn't quite. If it was somebody that didn't use the internet at all and wasn't into any of this online creativity preaching to me, I might be like, yeah, well, I kind of understand how you might feel that way. But when it's coming from people that are also online creators preaching about their, carbon footprint, it doesn't make any sense. We just think if AI can help someone save some time so they can spend more time researching like spooky stories and whatever, it's a win, isn't it? And it helps us like not completely burn ourselves out making this podcast because, we work full time. And we really want to make this podcast work. We love it. It's our hobby. One day we hope that it could be our job. We want it to be good. And if it means using these little tools that we've got access to help get that going, then why not,
Absolutely.
Anyway, to the women that criticised us, we genuinely hope that you're doing okay. Truly, honestly, that's fine. But we just don't like being called out by people that don't actually practice what they preach. So good luck, do you, whatever. We'll just be over here making our silly images, bring some joy to the world. I'm sure this will not be the downfall of planet Earth. We are just wanting to make some online friends. That's all. Just want
to spread spooky joy and talk about horrendous stuff, but weirdly, it kind of feeds our morbid curiosity in a lot of things. And
yeah. But it was funny because that was kind of like our first taste of online hate, and it was from other creators, which is ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, and it won't be the first time. We know that there is some not nice people out there.
Well, also, I don't expect everybody to love us. That's fine. Yeah. I don't love everybody. Like that's different strokes for different folks, or whatever, isn't it? Like just I don't care. Like, it's fine. It's just more. You know what I'm like? That's probably the ADHD in me. It's the injustice. It is. It's like, no, you're wrong. You can't be saying this stuff if you're not doing it. If you can't take the moral high ground when you're doing things that are equally as bad for the environment.
But to end on a positive note, I think we would just like to say thank you to everyone who's kind of engaged with us and followed us and supported us through this podcast. Like we really appreciate it.
We really do.
We've had some fantastic support and interactions with other podcasts and things like that, and it's just lovely. It's a very nice it's a nice little community that we're building, isn't it? If those girls don't want to be part of it, they're lost. That's what I say. We think we're an absolute delight. We are great.
And we don't like being mean. That's not my thing. We welcome anybody. But I will stick up for myself if I think that there's, you're being a bit naughty. And I'm going to be honest, Natalie is 100% Ramian because I would have gone in. But
yeah,
Natalie is the voice of reason in our little twosome.
I think that's why we work so well together.
Yeah, I make you stick up for yourself.
Yes, you do. Yeah,
you pull me back so I don't get arrested.
Don't want that, hun. Who the fuck would I do this podcast with if you were arrested?
You're like my work lesbian husband, my work wife.
Okay, we're work wives. We are literally work wives at work, and now we are work wives.
Because my own husband is really chilled out, and he'd probably have to be because I'm not.
But again, opposites attract.
Yeah.
Matt's exactly.
Matt wanted to go in, didn't he? He was ready to.
He did. He was kind of. He was
ready to cut some bitches.
He was ready to sort them out. He was just like, nah, not having that.
Come on, Matt, do it.
Yeah, you were a terrible influence on him, by the way. But yeah, no, if you've enjoyed this episode, I'm sorry it's a bit of a different one. It's a different tone. We just wanted to kind of...
Well, we just thought that we better just cover the bases, Like, if we're wrong, then, fine. But I don't think we are,
We'll return next week with something despicable, I'm sure.
Ooh.
But, leave us a review. Like it, don't like it.
Like it, don't not like it.
Well, they might not like it. They don't have to like it, love.
Well, I'd rather they did like it,
If you don't like it.
And if you don't like it, blame AI. Right, so follow us, watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. Follow us on socials, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Not Snapchat.
No, because we don't know what they're doing.
That's one thing we don't do is Snapchat.
They're not cool. Sorry.
But until next time, stay spooky.
Stay spooky, darling.